This scammer posing as Paul Hollywood told lonely women on Facebook he was a soldier in Syria. He promised them millions from a house he sold in America. But what he didn't know is we had access to his computer the whole time. Right in front of us, he was running several profiles at once, talking to dozens of vulnerable people, slowly building their trust and asking for money. What shocked us the most wasn't just the lies, but the way he used AI tools to make the scam bigger and faster. After seeing this, you'll think twice about who's really behind that friendly message online. It's not difficult to come across scammers on Facebook. In my short time using the platform under my character Margaret, I've seen real estate scams, marketplace scams, giveaway scams, and scammers impersonating celebrities and public figures. Naturally, sometimes scammers come to me. One of these scammers is Nelson M. Douglas, who's actually catfishing as Paul Hollywood, one of the presenters from the Great British Bake Off.
Danny, you've got to bite the bullet, you've got to put it on fast, and then it stops instantly. If you do it slow, it makes it worse.
Oh, you are so unkind.
Margaret talked to him for a couple of days, and then bingo, he asked for the $3,000 in cash. You see, Nelson claims to be an American soldier stationed in Syria. He sold his home in the United States for $4 million, but it's being held by the Syrian government. He just wants you to send him money to come back home, and then you get a share in the money from the sale of the house. So he asked Margaret to send $3,000 in cash to a Money Mule address in Hawaii. And she agrees. But he's not expecting what comes next. We work a little magic to gain access to his computer. We wanted to know exactly what Nelson was up to and who he really is. His real name is Thomas from Ghana, Africa. Here is what he really looks like. When we monitored his PC, it didn't take long to discover he was using a ton of Facebook profiles to find and talk to victims. He also had a fake female profile. He was talking to at least 25 potential victims day and night. He browsed profiles, added them as friends, left comments on their profiles. It didn't take long to discover how he was talking to victims. He was using ChatGPT. His conversations were almost entirely AI generated. He would simply copy what the person said into ChatGPT and ask it to reply. By doing this, he could communicate in perfect English, mirroring emotions and build fake relationships and intimacy with everyone he was encountering with these fake profiles. It also made him extremely efficient. With very little effort, he could carry on chats with older people preying on their trusting nature, exploiting their loneliness, vulnerability, and cash savings. And just when we thought we've seen everything, we found something else. Something we weren't expecting at all. And you'll see that later. So Nelson is expecting Margaret to send a parcel with $3,000 in it. The address belongs to a money mule. That's a term for someone to receive and transfer money around illegally on behalf of someone else. Scammers use them as a go-between to better cover their tracks from law enforcement. That's why in some of my videos you've seen scammers demand to send a box of cash to an address in America, or even have someone come to meet you or come to your house to pick it up.
But for the password, he needs to provide you the password. Yeah, he needs to tell you the password. Ask him what's the password. He will tell you plunger, and then you hand him over the cash, okay?
I decided to send them a parcel, but it won't have any money in it. We're about to go send a parcel out with a Apple ID in it. Let's go send it. So the idea is to stick this in the bottom of the bag. Hopefully, no one notices it down there. We're gonna fold some papers, like documents. I'm just gonna fold those in there. Hopefully, if they do see this, avoids them from seeing the AirTag. We tracked this parcel and included the information on its location in our reports. And then it arrived. USPS confirmed delivery and the mule signed for the parcel. This was all reported to the FBI, so it's now in the hands of law enforcement in Hawaii. Scams like this aren't rare. They're part of a worldwide epidemic that cost people over $3.8 billion last year. A huge number of the targets of these scams are people who are lonely and looking for connections or company.
This week, we've had a few stories about the men and women in the U.S. looking for love online who are being tricked by young men trained to scam them.
Ghana has become one of the global hotspots for internet fraud, right alongside Nigeria. Ghana's cybersecurity authorities report that in just the first 3 months of 2025, cyber fraud losses nearly doubled compared to the same period the year before. For many young people there, scamming is seen as an opportunity. With limited jobs, scammers turn to the internet to make money, often learning tricks from older scammers and even joining scam schools. The youth in Ghana are often turning to cybercrime to cope with the economic crisis and massive unemployment, sometimes earning the equivalent of a month's wage in just a few hours. Nelson didn't stop at asking for cash. When he believed $3,000 was stolen from the package in transit, he asked for even more money. $6,000 to be wired to a Bank of America account, which has also been reported. He also mocked up a hilariously bad fake bank account screenshot to assure Margaret he had the money and will pay her back.
I will never do anything to hurt you. I love you so much.
I felt like I was nearing the end of this bait, so while monitoring his computer and watching him talk to victims, I decided to mess with him a bit. Using his computer's host files, I blocked ChatGPT so they'll have a harder time generating messages. Then I found his Chrome profile data stored locally on his laptop and was shocked to see he had hundreds of profiles. Over 10 gigabytes of Chrome browser data that had saved Facebook and Google logins. These profiles are going boom boom. Boom, 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 boom. Deleted 62,000 items. I deleted all of them and pulled up his webcam while I did it, so we can watch his face while all of his Chrome profiles disappeared, and he gets kicked off Facebook accounts in real time. Yeah, he's probably not too happy about it. That is hilarious. He's got no profiles. That's a panicked face right there. He's looking at him smiling, shaking his head like, oh fuck. That shit makes me so happy. He's gotta log into everything. I deleted everything. There is nothing left. He knows. And then, boom! We got ourselves a family of scammers. Look at that shit. He's like, what the fuck, man? What did you do? He's like, bro, you fucked us, man. You fucked us. Something tells me that they're going to have a very hard time getting back into all of those Facebook accounts. Bring it back. Bring it back. Particularly since a lot of the new accounts they are creating are being flagged and banned immediately due to suspicious activity. Or reported by me and taken down pretty quick by Meta. You're welcome, Nelson. And a quick reminder from Paul Hollywood himself to be aware of scammers posing as others on social media. You can always do a Google reverse image search to see if the person you're talking to is impersonating someone else. It seems to these scammers the person on the other side of these messages is just another name on a list. For the victims, it's humiliation and sometimes the loss of their life savings. There is a human cost to these scams. They're not just tricking people out of their money, they're preying on something deeper: loneliness. I encourage you to share this video with your loved ones, family, friends, parents, grandparents. Look out for each other out there. And as for Nelson M. Douglas, we'll be watching you.